Good morning and welcome. You join us for this test match between India and Australia. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me in the commentary box today is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the one and only Lord Gower.
Thanks, Mike. Always a pleasure to sit alongside you. I've been down pitch side to look at the conditions. And the pitch looks a little dusty. It'll be fascinating to see how well it holds up through the match. I think the right move will be to have a bowl and try and make life uncomfortable. It's extremely overcast, but the radar indicates we should get in a full day.
Nice information there from David Gower. Captains are ready for the toss. Let's join them in the middle.
Interesting call to bat first. Looking at that pitch, it seems a strange decision. You'd have to be very confident in your batting lineup.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Welcome to this match between India and Australia. Please welcome the players and umpires as they take to the field.
Hazelwood has the ball in hand and will get us underway. Hopefully there'll be some swing and bounce with this new ball early on. Got right in behind it.
Looking very solid to start the team's innings. You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper. Not the widest delivery I've ever seen, but called nonetheless. Those are the first runs of the innings.
Solid defence, very compact. Doesn't beat the infield.
Yep.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Hazelwood shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now. 5 runs added in that over. India are none for 5. Sharma comes out to bat in a bit of form, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the south end. Nice solid defensive shot. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary. No interest in that one from the batter. Boland will be wanting to hone in on a better line and length to make them play next time.
Wait.
Good bit of timing there.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score. 4 runs added there. India are none for 9. Hazelwood from the north end.
No interest in that one from the batter. Hazelwood will be wanting to hone in on a better line and length to make them play next time.
Misses everything.
Oh.
A reckless heave. This batter is usually a bit more elegant in their stroke play than this. Poor batting.
Right out of the middle.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. They'll get at least 1.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Six runs added in that over. India are none for 15. Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running. Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
India get through another over, only one from it.
For 16.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
A well-directed short ball sways out of the way. That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit. A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper.
Waiting.
Hazelwood doing really well to keep the pressure on these two. Another good over of bowling.
No interest on that occasion to play at the ball.
Chance! Huge nick, but no one to catch it. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Appeared to be well within the limits, and the umpire's called a wide.
Waiting.
Straight to the fielder. Wow, that's missed a lot.
Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Over. India are none for 26. Quick onto that in the infield.
That was another great delivery. Nice and short and just tucking up that batter. No more of that in this over, unfortunately.
Great shot through the gap.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
End of the over. 4 runs coming from it. India are none for 30.
A lovely shorter ball, just keeping them honest. Still got a chance to use another one in this over.
Yeah.
They'll push hard, should get back for 2.
Good return, back from the deep.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field. That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
End of the over. 3 runs coming from it. India are none for 33.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single.
That's what happens if you stray a little down the leg side. It's too easy just to glance the ball off the pads and take the easy runs.
Nicely played.
Found the middle of the bat. Great timing. Lovely front foot shot. That has raced to the boundary.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
It was a nice looking shot. Full and in the slot. Just couldn't find the gap.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible. Six runs added there. India are none for 39. the right armour, is coming into the attack from the south end. Absolutely nailed it.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap, timed it nicely for 4 more.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Waiting.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Sharma shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Beaten on the drive.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Nice shot.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Sharma didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary rope for 6.
Boland, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the north end.
Yeah.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
And that brings up the 50 partnership for these two.
That's the 50 partnership between these two, gaining some momentum nicely for the team. A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong, and it's going to take something special to break it up.
Yep.
Times it nicely.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope, punch that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Sharma has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Solid defence, very compact. Doesn't beat the infield.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Wait. Waiting.
5 runs added in the over. India are none for 54. Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there's no point in chasing that.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Nice, solid defensive shot. Incredible shot, straight through the covers, 4 runs.
Right out of the textbook, off the middle, and it flew to the boundary.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. Got right in behind it. Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Picked up 4 with a lovely shot off the front foot.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Good footwork behind the stumps, taking it cleanly. No interest, though, from the batter.
Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive. Bolan from the north end.
Wait there.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Just threw the shot too early. No interest in that one from the batter. Boland will be wanting to hone in on a better line and length to make them play next time.
Waiting.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Yeah.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Waiting.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Drives and misses everything.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
The end of a very precise over of bowling. No runs coming from it.
A little bit of wobble on that ball and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot though.
Misses everything.
Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end.
Yep.
Timed that perfectly.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played and it was 4 runs all the way.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on that shot.
The end of a tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be easy out there at the moment. Good pressure building.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it. A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper.
End of the over. None from it. It's not easy to bat on this pitch by the looks of it, so they'll have to keep their heads. Picks the gap perfectly.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
Super piece of timing.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Brilliant shot, that.
And that brings up 50 runs for this batsman.
That shot brings up the half-century. Beautiful batting display, very solid. I think this is just the start.
We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
Bowling.
Good batting and good bowling. The dot ball to follow a boundary.
Bowled. Bowling.
Just threw the shot too early.
Yep.
There'll be one run here for them.
Bowling.
Right on top of the spin. Keeps it out well.
A bowl.
Just slowing things down. Nothing too risky on that delivery. Just keeping the bowler honest.
That's the end of the over. One run coming from it. India are none for 88. Murphy coming into the attack from the north end.
Bowling.
That was a good slower ball. Picked up well, though. Got that defensive shot in, nice and simple.
A bowl.
Well, he took all the pace off it. The response was good, actually. It was met very solidly with a very straight bat.
Perfect technique and placement.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. There'll be runs here.
Bowler.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Ah, negated the spin well then. Got nicely on top of the bounce. right over the top of it, nicely smothering the spin there.
Wait there.
Good cricket all round, good delivery, time well, but straight to the fielder.
Edged. Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one. Out. Pretty straightforward catch in the end.
Back to the sheds, but a good contribution to the team today. It's been a nice knock.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
Bowling.
Well, that's the end of a great display of bowling. No score from it. Nicely putting pressure on the batters.
No interest on that occasion to play at the ball.
Right off the middle of the bat.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
A well-directed short ball sways out of the way. Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
A bow.
End of the over, a good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one.
Very full, spray the ball a bit, but they're content leaving it alone.
Bowled.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Bowling.
End of the over. Beautiful bowling that just starts to build pressure on the batters. Perfectly timed.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Cummins, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
A well-directed short ball sways out of the way.
Hit that hard, nailed it.
That was pure elegance, right out of the textbook, that shot.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake. Huge edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Catch it.
A real beauty. Just times it so well.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
Lyon from the south end.
Bowling.
Just slowing things down. Nothing to risk on that delivery. Just keeping the bowler honest.
Solid defence, very compact.
They managed to counter the spin well. Nice delivery, played away safely. Lyon is keeping things tight.
Bowling.
Just threw the shot too early.
Nice solid defensive shot.
Got them playing defensively there. Really good use of the slower ball.
Got right in behind it. End of the over. India are 1 for 111.
Waiting.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Wait. Wait.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers. No interest in that one from the batter. Murphy will be wanting to hone in on a better line and length to make them play next time.
They'll get at least one.
Finally off the mark after a lot of dot balls. Really need to start taking things over now.
Bowling.
Murphy ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket.
Wait on.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Help out.
Just threw the shot too early.
Help out.
Straight to the fielder.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Good bowling, kept it nice and tight and made it hard to score runs.
Wait there.
Short and wide. Did well to get some bat on that. Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Wait on.
It was a nice looking shot, full and in the slot, just couldn't find the gap.
Wait.
Great shot, at least one on offer.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running. Just slowing things down. Nothing too risky on that delivery. Just keeping the bowler honest.
Gave them very little in that over. 1 run added. India are 1 for 114. No shot offered. Huge appeal.
They will receive now the warmest of receptions from this crowd for a supreme display of batting.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
It was just a little bit too full and it was beautifully timed.
Lyon shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now.
Help out. Bowling.
End of the over, 4 off it. India are 2 for 118. Cummins into the attack now from the north end.
Wait!
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it. A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper.
Giving them absolutely nothing here at the moment. Another over gone and not much from it. Nicely played.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Very full. Sprayed the ball a bit, but they're content to leave it alone.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Yep.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come. Ten runs added there. India are 2 for 128. Well, the players are heading back to the rooms for a rest, and so am I, after an entertaining session.